Why are you not getting clients? Why is your freelance writing business not growing the way you imagined? Why are clients not happy with your work? Hey, I'm Chintan from Elite Content Marketer, and today I'm going to talk about the top freelance writing mistakes that I have personally done and you should avoid to advance quickly in your freelance writing career. Here's the first one. Number one, your writing is subpar or not suitable for an online audience. If your grammar is not in shape, then take some grammar lessons, do a course on Udemy, get that grammar book, and practice. Identify the top 20% errors that tend to contribute to 80% of your mistakes. So, how do I know that 20% of your grammar writing patterns will be responsible for 80% of the mistakes? Well, personal experience. A content manager once told me to rectify my grammar issues being an English as a second language writer, and soon enough they fired me because I didn't rectify my mistakes. I once also lost a job as a WordPress writer by a billion-dollar company because of my grammar mistakes. If you're serious about writing, fix your grammar and punctuation mistakes. I started out with copywriting and online writing courses on Udemy. They are hardly $5 to $10, and you get access to an instructor in the support forum where they can even share feedback on specific lessons. What these courses do is they'll provide you a mental framework to think about high quality, great writing, and that can then be leveraged on your own writing to view it from that lens and make improvements, adjustments for an online audience. A related tactic is getting tip from a professional mentor. When I found that I was making a lot of similar mistakes in my writing, I hired an editor from Upwork. They were doing their PhD from Oxford, and they put out some time to find out the writing mistakes in one of my articles. And mind you, they didn't really edit that article, but rather told me the top 10 patterns in my writing. And not just my grammar, but also my sentence formation, punctuation, and how can I make my writing more engaging and persuasive. With that in mind, they gave me a document which helped me then to be mindful of my own writing patterns and to avoid falling into them. And if your writing is in shape, if grammar, punctuation, sentence formation is all in place, you still need to know how to write for an online audience. You can't have walls of text that is running into 500 words. Online readers scan text. You can only have 3 to 5 lines per paragraph, at the maximum 5, and just have 5 to 10 word sentences, maybe 15 sometimes. You can use these as guiding principles, not really rules, but still try and write for scanners. Also use visuals in your writing. Now, I'm not asking you to use stock photos. I hate stock photos, but use photos which actually add some context to your writing. They can be examples, they can be screenshots of the pointers that you're talking about in your article, or they can even demonstrate specific steps in your article itself. That's what I really love when I write myself. Keep your sentences and paragraphs short and use a visual once per every 150 to 200 words. The visual can also be an embedded YouTube video, or it can be a screenshot like I told you. The second freelance writing mistake is not having a constant lead generation source. One of the most common reasons that freelance writing businesses fail is because you don't have clients. And why don't you have clients? Because you have not found out a source where you can get new leads incoming, new inquiries incoming for your freelance writing services. Typically, freelance writing being a service business requires referrals. Referrals are the most important high quality leads for your freelance writing business. They can give you the highest income clients. But to get those high paying clients, you need relationships. Do you have any relationships right now with writers, with content marketers, content managers, with marketing leaders in the industries that you're looking out jobs for? If not, start adding value to their lives. Interact with them. Put yourself out there. Engage with them on social media. Send out an email after trying out one of their strategies on tactics and sharing how you found it really useful. All of this is going to help you get in their good books. Relationships are one of the most important lead generation sources. That's what will give you referrals. But don't consider them as an immediate lead generation source. You will still need other lead generation sources. That's why you need social media marketing and your own website and email and other lead generation sources. So let me talk about all of these quickly. On social media, any of the platforms that you like, typically it's Twitter or LinkedIn, you can stay active and start sharing valuable tips or advice on content marketing or related subjects in your industry. You can break down practical examples in the industry that you like. You can talk about how you delivered results for clients. But a thing that most writers miss out on is engaging with other people. More important than sending out your own content on social media is engaging with others, adding value to their conversations, and staying social, because that's what social media platforms are all about. So go out there, find out the 5 to 10 important people that you want to converse with, and then start having a normal, usual human relationship and conversations regularly with these people, and keep changing it up. Keep experimenting with your social media strategy, but staying genuine and helpful and human is one of the most important social media tactics. Another lead generation source is email. Now, if you have a newsletter or an email list, then your prospective clients or even fellow writers can subscribe to it. Newsletter is another way to remain at the top of the minds of your email subscribers, of your audience, and maybe they can share it with their audience on social media, and that snowball effect can lead to one of your new clients or prospective clients at that time reaching out to you and inquiring about your services. Why? Because they like your email newsletter, or they like your advice that you shared in the email newsletter. What should your email newsletter be about? It can ideally be about something that would be relevant for your prospective clients, but you can even talk about other general stuff that you are interested in, and it's little related to subject that your client will care about. You can start a newsletter even for fellow writers, but having your own audience in email newsletter can be really helpful to actually get new leads. Another lead generation source for writers is their website's SEO. If you can rank for keywords like SaaS writer, B2B freelance writer, or any other writer for your own industry, it can land you some good high quality leads. Now there's a mixed opinion on if these pages can actually get you high quality leads or if they can get you leads at all, but it's worth trying, because some writers that I know personally have even found clients worth $100,000 via such pages on their website. To actually do SEO for your website, you will need to build its authority, you will need to get links to it, and you'll need to have pages on your website targeting such specific services that you offer, such as freelance SaaS writer, freelance marketing writer, freelance long form blog post writer, or variation of such keywords. Another lead generation source is guest posting. This is where you write for a third-party website that your prospective clients might be reading. You write on a subject that might be of interest for your prospective clients, and you impress them, and that's when they can consider getting in touch with you. I have personally gotten a lot of leads as a result of my guest posting efforts, even 3 to 6 months from the date of it being published. It's free work, but it can really get you high quality clients, especially if you get yourself in reputable publications. You can also run social media ads to get some leads, but it's an advanced tactic, and I will only recommend it to you if you have about $5 to $10 per day of budget for running ads. Third one, you haven't put in sufficient time and efforts to grow your business. So hey, you're right now trying to learn about freelance writing mistakes, but what if you are overestimating your skill? I was one of you if you are doing so. It's called as the Dunning-Kruger effect. And actually, you might be underestimating the time it will take to build a specific sub-skill. See, if you start out as a broke freelance writer, you will not have the budget to hire a freelance web developer, right? So you will be building your own website on WordPress or any other platform that you choose. You will be buying your domain. You will be setting technical things up. And then you'll have to also learn specific sub skills in writing, like research, like putting together a piece, like reaching out to clients, like personalizing your pitches. and a bunch of other administrative stuff like creating invoices, finding out relevant software that you can add in your freelance writing processes, building out that processes in the first place. All of these things require time, effort, and precision. And if you have not put in the effort, don't expect to succeed so fast. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If you are not putting in the effort, you will fall flat on your face, just like I did initially. Freelance writing will require you to put in the reps, put in hard work, especially at the beginning of setting your business and learning new skills. The fourth mistake, and one of the most important ones, not treating your freelance writing as a business. You are a personal brand, you own a business, you are a creative entrepreneur. You can't associate your self-worth with a specific piece of writing. Feedback editors, fellow writers, your mom or whosoever will give to you is not about you. It's about a writing piece. Dissociate from it. Try to make it better. It's not about you, it's about your work, and you can only get better and take feedback positively when you actually not sentimental about your work. Own it, but be willing to make changes and make feedback without taking things personally. Another major aspect is stay professional. Most freelance writers take the freelance word really casually and they keep talking about random stuff that's happening in their life. They keep making excuses about how the electricity went out or how they had to deal with certain stuff. Hey, occasionally it's fine to share your personal life and I'm not asking you to cut that out. But remember, your clients care about results. They want an ROI from their investment in you. They don't want to treat you as an expense. But if you'll keep making excuses, if you'll not treat yourself as a business owner yourself and align your goals with your clients, then you will be setting yourself up for failure. You'll not be growing as fast as you could. It's the typical principal agent problem. And if you are a freelance writer, take charge of the results, generate leads, work on subjects that are more important for your clients, suggest those to your clients, understand the kind of content types that will work better for your clients and suggest those to them. Look out for SEO tactics such as internal linking or small tweaks that can get your clients better results from your writing. Own it so that your client can be willing to pay you better when you ask for that raise. And another aspect of building a business, you need to streamline your processes and systems. If you are doing monotonous tasks repeatedly and not focusing on client work, it will be a lot of wasted hours in a day. So you want to automate such things on a software. You want to hire virtual assistants to free off your time so that you can focus on the main things that are important for your freelance writing business. So these things will become important as you go, but always understand that as a business, your revenue comes from direct client work or from marketing yourself and getting new leads in your inbox. Those are the things you should spend most of your time on, and the other things should be streamlined. You should be having processes around everything that you do, even in your client work, even in your lead generation, so that you can do things repeatedly and automate your workflows as and when required. The next one, not charging what you are worth. Now see, as a new freelance writer, you may have to work on your freelance writing skills and get them in shape to be able to charge better. But once you have a decent portfolio and you have some social proof, then it's time to raise your rates and nobody is going to do it for you. See, there's no reward for getting paid less for an article. So you might as well command higher rates. You might as well look out the market rates in your specific industry for the specific kind of writing skill, the writing service that you're offering, and keep increasing your rates gently. Tell your existing clients, give them notice once you are working with them for 6 months to a year, and raise your rates by 25% or so. For every new client you onboard, raise your rate by 50%. If you're not raising your rates quickly enough, especially initially, you will not be able to grow your freelance writing business as quickly as it's possible. You may be spending a lot of time on content farms, and that is why you're not able to command higher rates. So what's the way out? Well, just abandon those content farms. Don't spend a lot of time on job boards either. You will have to rely on higher quality lead generation sources like referrals. You'll have to build the relationships. You'll have to work on your writing skills to be able to get those rates. But hey, nobody is going to raise the rates for you. You'll have to do it proactively. Now let's do the math. If you're charging $100 for a 1,000 word blog post right now to your client, and if you're writing 4 blog posts for them, you get $400 a month. Now for a new client, if you raise your rates by 50%, that's $200 extra in a month. You can make $600 for the same 4 blog posts. Keep doing that over and over again for every new client, and in no time you will be touching $1,000 a month from single client, or maybe 2,000, 3,000. You can scale your business much quickly if you can raise your rates for every new client that you onboard, especially initially in your freelance writing career. The last one is not having any social proof. If you're starting out as a new writer, you may not have a writing portfolio, but you need some bylines under your own name. You need to get published at publications that you are proud of, that you can show off to clients. You need to also get some testimonials. So if you have some clients already that you have written for, that you have worked with, reach out to them and request them to share a testimonial about your services. Maybe if you don't have any clients right now, do some pro bono work and ask for testimonials in exchange. I got some testimonials from Udemy instructors whose courses I pursued. You can also reach out to your own friends or professionals on your LinkedIn network who have their own startups. Just write a piece for them or help them with some content marketing and get a testimonial in exchange for it. And hey, if you are in a little advanced stage, you can even create case studies. If your writing has already started getting some traffic, generating traction for your clients, proactively ask for it. Maybe use SEO tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush and see the organic traffic that your articles are getting. And then you can highlight those in a case study. Case studies are going to be super useful to command higher rates for your work because clients care about results. And you're just showing them that with case studies. So those were all of the freelance writing mistakes, many of which I have made in my freelance writing career. And as I keep making more of these, I'll be sharing more of these. If you are in a beginner stage, maybe all of them do not apply to you, but you should be mindful of not making them. And if you have any other freelance writing mistakes that you have made in your career, share them in the comments box below. I would love to hear from you.